Welcome to my channel. Sometimes life comes at you fast, so tonight I've got to make 3 separate videos. The first 2 really make me angry. The third one is a blessing. So without further ado, we'll get right into it. But before we do that, I want to thank every single one of you that comes to watch my videos, everyone that likes them, that comments on them, that shares them, and especially those of you who have subscribed to my channel. I'm amazed by the traffic, and I'm thankful for every single one of you. Look at this headline. Joe Biden's Department of Veteran Affairs processed 161,000 medical and dental claims for illegals in 2022 while delaying service to U.S. veterans. Yeah, you heard that right. So, this is something that was posted on X, and we're going to listen to
it. To be treated. Concerned Veterans for America is one organization calling on lawmakers to investigate. Air Force veteran Darren Selnick is one of its senior advisors. He joins us now. Darren, nobody knows VA and VA healthcare better than you. This story's on foxnews.com right now. Break down what's happening. Is it really the case that when someone comes across the border illegally, in some way they're using the VA to get health care services?
Hey, Pete, thanks for having me on your show. Yeah, it's happening. And I got to tell you, when I found out about this a few weeks ago, it made me mad. And everyone I've talked to who's a veteran, it makes them mad. VA's mission is to serve veterans. It is not to help ICE and the Border Patrol, which we have the documents which on their websites and from a memo. It's not to help them go ahead and process medical claims and pay medical claims and make it easy for the unauthorized migrants to get health care and dental care.
Now, I want you to think about this for a minute. Every department of the U.S. government has a budget, including the VA. The VA's budget is supposed to be set aside for veterans. Veterans who need medical care. Veterans who've been in combat and have suffered grievous wounds. Veterans who have suffered PTSD. Veterans who have had any kind of problem caused by their service. I've never used the VA, and I never would, for reasons that I won't go into here. But veterans that want to use the VA should be allowed to use the VA, and they should have access when they need it. And that money that is being set aside for them is being used to treat illegals. That's a limited pot of money. So every dime that's used for the illegals is a dime that cannot go to veterans. This is who is leading your country now, America. This is who you voted for. If you voted for Biden, if you voted for the Democrats, this is what you're saying, that illegal immigrants are more important to you than veterans. Veterans.
What is happening is, and look, as someone who's a former senior advisor in the Trump administration at the VA and an advisor at the White House, I would have stopped this. We would have stopped this because it's not right. The mission of the VA is to serve veterans, not to serve unauthorized migrants. And so what's happening is, and we have this from the Undersecretary of Health, he's put out in a video, which I've seen, hey, make it hard for veterans. Make it hard for veterans to go ahead and get community care. But at the same time, they are processing for 2022 161,000 medical claims and paying those claims for unauthorized migrants. Meanwhile, veterans are having a hard time getting health care. They're literally dying because they can't get mental health in a timely manner. They can't get cancer treatment. Bills are being sent to them because they're not paying the providers on time. So it's making it hard for veterans. They've told the staff to do that. Only default to the VA community care when you have to. At the same time, they're helping Border Patrol and ICE make it easy button. Easy button.
Shame on them. Shame on every single one of them that is doing this. Shame on every person in the government that isn't fighting against this tooth and nail and willing to give up their job to fight for it. Veterans benefits are for veterans, period. End of story. This is an outrage. It's an absolute outrage. There's absolutely no excuse for them doing this. There's no way that they should be allowed to do this. Congress ought to be investigating this immediately. And of course, we all know how useless Congress is. But this is an outrage, an absolute outrage. And that's the America that we live in today. An America where the person that is a citizen no longer matters. The person that's not a citizen is placed at the top of the priority list. And your tax dollars that are going to take care of veterans are being used to care for illegal aliens. You should write your senator, you should write your congressman, and you should demand action immediately. This is an outrage. As for you, my followers and viewers, my subscribers, and those of you who come to watch my videos, I pray that God will make you abundant, that He will give you a long life and great health, and that He'll keep you safe from harm. And I pray that He'll do the same for every person that you love, because that's important to you. I also pray that you will be anxious for nothing, but in all things, through prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, you will make your requests known to God. And the peace that passes all understanding will keep your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. This is the Vietnam Era Vet out.